Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lexi and today we're doing a health hack. I have not done a health hack in way too long, way too long. So this video is going to be that, and it's going to be a topic that is near and dear to me because I have been in this realm for, I want to say like 2 years now. I want to say 2 years I've been doing this, testing stuff out, and yeah, so I felt like it was high time I made a video about it and gave you guys some information, which if you don't know what my health hacks are, they're kind of like little tips and tricks that I think will help transform your life into a more healthier life, into a more beneficial life, X, Y, and Z. I feel like it's easy to make small changes than it is to make a big change. So yes, this health hack is going to be on menstrual cups. I have been using menstrual cups for, like I said, about 2 years now, and I have used 2 different menstrual cups in the time that I have been using them. I'm going to give you guys the pros and cons, some cons that I have encountered and just popular cons, as well as all the pros. I definitely feel like the pros far outweigh the cons, which is why I'm comfortable coming on here, talking about it and telling you guys both sides of the story. The reason I wanted to try the menstrual cup is because I heard that they help with cramps. I get really bad menstrual cramps, and for the most part they're just always bad. Every once in a while I'll get a good period, which they'll be like bearable. For the most part I get really bad menstrual cramps. So I heard that you can help your menstrual cramps by using a menstrual cup because they don't have any chemicals. They're not gonna mess up your pH balance, and they will help with cramps. Personally, did I experience that? No. I still get menstrual cramps. My menstrual cramps still suck. So I have to monitor my diet and balance my hormones to get the least painful cramps. So I don't think, from my experience, the cup has helped with that, although other women do say that it helped with menstrual cramps. One other thing that I did see for myself, they definitely help with odor. You know, when you wear a pad or a tampon, you're gonna have some odor, and the odor is mainly because your own period is mixing in with the chemicals in the pads and tampons. And even when I switched to 100% cotton or all organic pads and tampons, I still had a smell. For those of you who might care about the environment, it's just not as much waste. Think about how much pads and tampons we throw away every single time we have our period. You don't throw away a menstrual cup, you reuse it. So you're not gonna have that waste. You're not gonna have all that garbage you're throwing away, which some people do care about that. Others don't. Some people do. And it helps with your pH balance. Your pH balance will not be affected by the menstrual cup. If your balance is off for other reasons, it will not rebalance you, but it will help keep it balanced if you're balanced. I hope that made sense. And it is also usable with intercourse. I cannot attest to that. I have no idea if that's the truth. I'm not the person that wants to it's a plus, it's a pro. If you want to try it out, be my guest. That's not my business. But I've heard that it's good, it's okay, it's usable. When with intercourse and period, it's okay to do it with a cup if you want. If you want. The last thing is that you can change them 12 hours in between. Like, you can change them every 12 hours as opposed to every 4 hours when you have a tampon or a pad. I consider my flow medium to heavy. My flow has gotten a lot less since I've been eating better and drinking a ton of water. But when my diet is bad and I'm not drinking enough water, I'll have a heavier flow. And the cup is good. Like, I might change it every 6 hours when I have my first period, my first day of my period, or every 8 hours. But once it's like day 2 and 3, twice a day is just fine. Sometimes even once a day, like towards the very end, it's like perfect. So now let's get into the cons. Some cons that I have personally experienced and that I have heard from friends of mine and the great internet. It is messy. It's just people, like, you know, when you have a commercial, it's like, oh, you just take it out, you just pour it out, it's all good. No, it's messy. So if you're squeamish, if you'd rather just have something soak it up and just throw it in the garbage, you don't want to have to deal with all the toting and pouring and rinsing off, and you will get blood on your fingers. It's just more messy. So if you don't think you can stomach that, don't do it. I happen to have never had a problem, even though it is messy. So that's my personal experience. Some people find it very, very hard to use menstrual cups. It's a learning curve. Like anything, it's a learning curve. I still recommend it. I have been using it for a long ass time, so I still recommend it. The last con that I personally have found is thinking that it's where it needs to be, right? Like thinking that it's perfectly placed and then it's not. And finding out that it's not means what? You leaked. Nobody wants that. I'm being raw, I'm being real with y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna give y'all sugar-coated answers. This is my experience, so let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Okay, so if you use an IUD, a menstrual cup could be a problem for you. So talk to your doctor before you go and get one if you have an IUD. So now let's get into my favorite brand and the brand that I have tried. So for about a year and a half, or almost like a year and 8 months, I was using the Diva cup. Insert Diva cup information and picture here. I used the Diva cup religiously and I fell in love with it after my first period with it. Her and I were BFF. We were in sync. We were here. It was no problem with my girl. She held me down. Every now and then I would have a leak when I would be in a rush and when I was not doing my part in the friendship, and I would not put her in with security, and we would have a little bit of an issue. But it was never anything drastic, and the leaks would always be like barely anything, but I noticed it, right? And it would damage underwear, which nobody wants that, okay? Which can happen with a tampon or a pad. So it's not just the Diva cup this could happen with. You know, I've leaked before with other items as well. And so recently, I want to say like 2 or 3 months ago, I wanted to try out the Lunette cup. Lunette cup is my new BFF. I betrayed my Diva cup. I told Diva she gotta go. I said, bye, Diva cup. Lunette has been good to me. I've never had a problem with Lunette. I feel like she's easier to use. I feel like she is an easier application or insertion. She's a little bit smaller than the Diva cup. A little bit, like very little bit, and it doesn't really affect me whatsoever. FYI, the Diva cup and the Lunette cup, and from what I understand, all menstrual cups, there are many different brands, though all these cups have 2 different sizes. So they have one for people that have not had kids and one for people that have had kids, from what I understand. And you obviously pick accordingly or over a certain age type of thing. And then the Lunette cup, when I ordered it, it came with these cleansing wipes, like a free little gift, whatever, and it has 10 wipes. I have not even opened it because I boil my menstrual cup after I use it, which I found to be very, very useful and very, very free. I have a separate pot and everything for it, but it is boiling water, so I feel like I don't even have to, but I choose to have a separate pot for boiling it. And yeah, I haven't even used this. This would be good though for traveling or traveling. I haven't traveled with the Lunette cup, so if I do, I'll bring my little wipes with me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I definitely recommend you guys test out a menstrual cup and see what it can do for you. I feel like the benefits far, far, far outweigh the cons. If you're tired of having wet tampon strings, if you're tired of changing your pads and tampons every 4 hours, if you're tired of all that garbage, the nasty smell that you might get when you have your period, I would try out a menstrual cup. It's a very, very good investment. They're about 40 bucks. That's the high range, 40 bucks. And they last, some people say indefinitely. The companies say to use them for a year. Well, Diva Cup. Lunette Cup, I don't know what they say. I ain't gonna speak on it. The Diva Cup did say use it for a year. So you decide, do your research, but the internet tells me Lunette is #1, and personally, I have found her to be a life changer. No garbage, cheap, $40 for however long. Like, how much money do you spend on tampons a year? A lot. I guarantee you, it's a lot. And just really easy breezy. Once you know how to use it, it's really, really easy breezy, like really, really simple. It's not anything difficult at all. I have on nails, which hopefully they'll be gone very soon. I'm tired of having nails on my fingers, on my fingernails. But I have nails on. It has not affected my process in any way, shape, or form. And that's all, guys. I will see you in my next video. Let me know if you enjoyed this health hack, or if you've ever tried or are using a menstrual cup. And if you've been thinking about it, let me know. Any more questions, definitely comment them down below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, like, backtrack first, subscribe, then comment, then like, and let me know any other video requests. I'll see you in my next video.